Hi, good evening. This is Patricia, your host from Pat's Political Plus More podcast and show. Our topic this evening is going to be about Doge, and I find that topic so intriguing. Intriguing in terms of why is there so much resistance? Because all they're trying to do is to improve the system. This system has been decades old. Why would they resist? The big question is, why would they resist improving the system? I know that whenever you increase the use of technology, people worry about their jobs. I understand that. I don't have any issue with that aspect of it. People are going to be concerned about their jobs. But you also want, I've been hearing that the computer is going to replace humans. I've been hearing that from computers were first introduced. And that hasn't happened. Yes, people they have been able to streamline their operations, but you still need humans. The computer don't work by themselves. Somebody has to gather the data. Somebody has to put it together. Somebody has to put it in a folder. The computer doesn't do all of that. Somebody has to be there to do that. And it is amazing how the Democrats have managed to convince a lot of people that we don't need to change the systems. We don't need to put newer systems in place so the system can become more efficient. What is wrong with that? That's my question. Unless it's going to harm somebody. Unless it is covering up a crime, which we are learning every day that all of these USAID, Social Security Administration, a lot of Medicare, a lot of these companies, a lot of these agencies have a lot of rot and crimes associated with them. They're issuing payments, they're spending money on in areas where, why would you do that? We don't have any money. We are in the red, 36 trillion in the red. Why would we spend money on things? It should be just bare essentials. That's what we should be spending the money on. Just essential things we can't do without. And to think that people are resisting changing the system to make it more efficient, it is crazy. I found this article online and I just wanted to cover this area, which also has to do with Doge. And it says the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, intrusion into the Social Security Administration, SSA, has sent staffers panicking. Until they get rid of Doge and the person in office right now, and the Republicans actually get a backbone and stand up for something for once in their lives, things are just going to be complete chaos, one worker told The Guardian. That's really the best word to describe SSA right now. Just complete, utter chaos. The Social Security Administration administers benefits to nearly 96 million Americans a month, amounting to 1.6 trillion in benefits. Doge architect Musk has claimed the entire agency amounted to a Ponzi scheme. Staffers told The Guardian that Doge's plans to cut 7,000 jobs, close offices, and alter the SSA's computer code could risk millions of beneficiaries not getting their benefits in time if it collapses. They couldn't understand the coding, so everything they said SSA was doing illegally, they weren't, the source said. They don't know what they're doing. The union representing more than 40,000 SSA workers, the American Federation of Government Employees Social Security Administration, said it believes DOGE will seek to cut even more than the 7,000 jobs it promised to nix. There is no safe office in this country. Rich Couture, a spokesperson for the union, told The Guardian, it's a concerted attack on the legitimacy of Social Security itself. The promise that this country has made to the public with respect to income security is being broken. Couture fears a negative feedback loop in which staffing cuts lead to more work for those remaining. That in turn will push them to quit until the agency ends up in a death spiral with staffing inducing office closures, Couture said. You're going to see a wholesale collapse in the agency's service structure, he added. Call wait times will skyrocket, wait times for appointments, processing times, all of it going to skyrocket because there won't be enough people to do the jobs, which opens the door to privatization. Some disabled Social Security beneficiaries, also with disability groups, sued Musk, asking SSA Commissioner Leland Dutek and the DOGE acting administrator Amy Gleason last week over the SSA changes. The plaintiffs argued that DOGE was inducing the systemic dismantling of the organization. The reference Elon Musk made about being a Ponzi scheme. They see the negative connotation of what he said rather than what the positive connotation is. What he was trying to say is that when you have a Ponzi scheme, people put money in. The first people who get paid are the ones who benefit. The people at the end of the line don't get paid because the money runs out, and the people at the back, and that's exactly what is going to happen to the Social Security. Imagine we didn't have enough money we didn't have enough money in Social Security to pay out, say for the next 10 years, and yet still the Biden administration put these illegal aliens, put them in Social Security, paying out benefits from a scheme that we already never had the money. Even without them, we didn't have the money. It is crazy. And that's what he's talking about, because it operates like some people at the end are not going to get paid. People who have contributed to the system are not going to get paid. And that's why he was saying that it's operating like a Ponzi scheme. He's correct, but all they see is a negative in what he said and not looking at interpreting what he's trying to say. And it's the idea that they are suing because they're trying to make changes to make the system more efficient, make the trains run on time. In terms of an analogy, let the trains run on time. That's what they're trying to do: streamline the operation, put in good computer systems, more efficient computer systems. You still are going to need the staff. Yes, you may lose a few, but they're not coming to work. They don't want to come to work. They want to stay home. They want to stay home. They don't want to come to work, and they're required to go back to work, into the office. We are wasting so much money. We are paying out money that we shouldn't, and then we're spending. I saw this article where they bought cups that you could get it at Walmart for a few dollars. They spent $1,282 for something that you probably could get at Walmart for less than $10. It is crazy, and somebody needs to do something. It's time people stand up and do something. But I'm amazed that people are being paid to out there about their demonstrating. It is crazy. It is crazy. It's not going to, they're not going to feel hurt until it affects them personally. But others are being hurt by the fraud. This is fraud. So we need to do something about it, and the time is now. There's no other time. The time is now. And I'm very happy that the president is doing something about it. He promised he would. This is the swamp. We are in the middle of the swamp. And that's what he's trying to do, to get rid of, to bring it together and get rid of the swamp. This is swamp world we're in. So that's what he's trying to do. Another area is, why are they suing? Why are they suing? If you have better ideas, put it forward. Tell them, if you think they're doing something wrong, tell them why you think they're doing something wrong. And tell them why. You're a part of it. You're going to work with the system, so you will be given a chance to say what you think is wrong with what is happening, and say why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong to make the place more efficient? It's just like the towers with the planes. They're trying to modernize that system also, because these systems that they're using, they're decades old. They need to be changed. They need to be improved on. They need to become more efficient. You can't continue to behave like we don't need to move forward. Other countries are moving forward. We are like a third world country, and we're supposed to be the biggest industrial country in the world. And we don't want change. This is a new technological era. We have to have change. We have to move with the times. We can't continue to have systems that are decades old. We have to move with the time. We're in an AI environment where you could actually see look on the screen and see yourself, and you know it's not you because you're right here. Somebody put your head on somebody else's body and claim it's you. We are living in a society that is technologically savvy. It has way advanced, more advanced than we want it to be. But we have to move with the times. And moving with the times, it means that we are getting wiser as to how to manipulate the system itself, because AI is going to be based on what we are being told. It's a dangerous technological advancement. So we have to do better. We have to get smart and learn more about it so we can manipulate it, because before it manipulates us. I don't know. I hope that you can comment on the areas that I've discussed tonight. And again, if you could subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. Hit the notification bell so that whenever my episodes are, you will be notified when my episodes are released. And I really appreciate your support. And please share my content on your platforms. I would really appreciate that, because it's new, so I would like to get it exposed. So if you could share it on your platforms, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.